I never believed in legends, until the night I met the Whispering Man. It began on the eve of my 30th birthday, when my friends surprised me with a ghost tour of my hometown's most infamous haunt, the old Hawthorne Asylum. I'd grown up hearing stories of cruel doctors, tortured patients, and a patient who simply vanished one stormy night. But it wasn't until I stepped across that threshold, flashlight in trembling hand, that the air itself changed, thickened, heavy with something waiting. We split into two groups. My friend Lena and I hugged the peeling walls of the East Wing, stepping over scattered debris, crumpled papers, rusted medical tools, and faded photographs of hollow-eyed faces. The beam of my flashlight found a door marked Seclusion. Inside, padded walls were stained with something dark. Was it paint or something far more sinister? Lena's voice cracked when she whispered, "I don't like this." I swallowed past a lump in my throat and urged us deeper. That's when I heard it, a soft, breathy whisper just beyond the door's edge. My flashlight flickered. Lena grabbed my arm. "Did you hear that?" she hissed. We strained to listen. The whisper came again, indistinct words carried on a breeze that shouldn't exist in a sealed room. Our light swung toward the corner, where shadows pooled like spilled ink. In the darkness, I thought I saw movement, just a lean shape sliding along the wall. I backed out and Lena followed, breath coming in quick bursts. We found the rest of our group in the central corridor, faces ashen. "We saw it," said Mark, pale and shaking. "A tall figure, with no face." Someone else added, "It moved without making a sound." My skin crawled. We decided to leave, but when we retraced our steps, the maze of hallways seemed changed. Shutters where there had been windows, doors where there'd been walls. The exit sign flickered somewhere far above, almost earnestly beckoning us on. The whispered trail led us onward, soft words tumbling through the air, growing clearer as we walked. "Stay with me," it begged. Anxiety turned to dread when Lena stopped and pointed to scrawl on the floor, charred into the concrete. "I am here." Beneath it lay a single leather shoe, cracked and oddly small, like a doll's. I knelt, heart hammering, to inspect it. No footprints surrounded the shoe, just a single line of dust, as if something had floated in. Panic set in. I told everyone to move faster. But the corridor forked in two, identical in length and decay. The whisper followed us down both paths, dividing and doubling until it was all around us. Urgent, pleading, fractured. My throat tightened. Then the light in my flashlight snapped off, leaving me in absolute darkness. A cold hand brushed my shoulder. I screamed, yanking free, and the flashlight blinked weakly back on. Only this time, the beam illuminated a gaunt figure at the far end of the hall. Impossibly tall, limbs spindly, head cocked at an unnatural angle. Where its face should have been was blank, smooth skin stretched over nothing. It spoke in that same whisper, "You left me." Its voice was hollow, echoing off the walls. My legs flooded with ice. Lena's hand found mine, squeezing tight. We stumbled backward, scrabbling for the door we'd entered, only to find it vanished, replaced by rusted lockers. Nowhere felt safe. The whisper wove through us. Regret, longing, despair. I wanted to flee, but my feet were nailed to the ground. Then something inside me snapped. I raised my voice. "We didn't leave you. We're here." The Whispering Man cocked his head, tilting until his shoulder touched the ceiling. "Yes," he hissed, "you stayed." His empty face seemed to crack in a grin. The lockers behind us groaned open one by one, revealing slender hands reaching out, dozens of them clawing toward us. Adrenaline finally overrode fear. I grabbed Lena's hand and ran down the hall, past cell doors that banged open and shut, past ghostly figures lurching in the corners of my vision. Our flashlights sputtered. The last thing I remember was Lena shouting, "There, light!" A narrow corridor flooded with moonlight, like a tunnel to freedom. We burst through a door into the hospital's ruined courtyard and collapsed on the wet grass under the sky. Behind us, the asylum's windows were dark and still. No whispers. No movement. As we scrambled away, I stole a glance back. In the third-story window, I saw him, leaning out, faceless, hand pressed against the glass. He watched until we were out of sight. It took weeks to calm down. I can't explain how the paths shifted or why that being was trapped in the darkness. But late at night, when the wind howls and tree branches scrape against my window, I still hear it, a soft whisper calling my name. And I know he's not at the asylum anymore. He found a way out. And now he waits, patiently, for me to return.